Line play.
Ends first.
Ends first.
Next guy is Jermaine Johnson.
Strong points, straight line speed and burst. The biggest strong point I see in Jermaine is his pass rush instinct and arsenal. Great length, sudden lateral movement. He makes game-changing plays for Florida State. You saw the uptick, I think Joe mentioned this, the uptick in production. He went from 4 sacks and 4 hurries and 3 hits his last year at Georgia to 14 sacks, 7 hits, and 25 hurries with 20 TFLs. When I studied this guy, his game, his pass rush game reminded me of Cam Jordan. That dude understands how to rush, he understands how to set guys up, and he rushes with power. And when you load up all the sacks in the NFL, the #1 way people sack the quarterback in the NFL is power, and this guy has it.
This kid could be a difference maker in the run game right now, and he can rush the passer. I thought he was a load at the point. He's a freak-looking dude physically. Excellent length, natural strength, power to set a hard edge.
In our defense, all those measurables will absolutely come to life, but I love this kid.
He can win on the outside hip. He can flatten and finish. I love his motor, his urgency. I thought his football IQ was good. He can diagnose blocks. He's stout at the point of attack versus run. He can effectively shed, get to the ball. He's high on the STI scale, speed, toughness, and instincts. And I see him as a high-impact starter.
This guy's got real star power in his personality and presence when meeting with him. I thought he had a really good feel for people, has a really good feel for the room. He's just got natural confidence to him in his makeup.
He played at 262 during the season. He did everything that was asked of him. No issues with picking up football. He meshed well with the players in the locker room right away. He didn't rub anyone the wrong way as far as, I'm coming from Georgia and you guys are at Florida State. They took to him really, really well. I'm fine with the person. I'm fine with the character. I think the arrow is really trending up with this kid.
At the end of the day, that game-changing talent on the outside is what's going to win us football games more than any other position. Does a game-changing corner do that for us too? I'd argue, sure, absolutely. If we can do that at corner also, we talked about it yesterday, but at the end of the day, this defense has always been built around edge rusher. I love how he finished our conversation. I didn't tell anybody this, but I loved it. We're walking out, and I had a really good conversation with him. But he goes, hey, I said, man, it's great catching up with you today. He goes, I appreciate it, Coach. And he goes, trade up to get me. I was like, all right.
As final preparations are underway, and with 2 top 10 picks on the board, the anticipation is building on the cusp of the 2022 NFL Draft.
The Jets fans would love the Super Bowl to be their Super Bowl, and one day it will, but throughout their history, it's like the draft has been their Super Bowl, and the way that certainly they have their reactions.
New York, New York, New York. Just like I pictured it.
Now let me put my New York hat on for a moment and interpret this reaction.
It's funny, the draft, it's like sort of the NFL's version of Christmas morning, because hope springs eternal in April. Because everybody's 0-0. It doesn't matter who won the Super Bowl last year. It is about we are all neck and neck, and we can have an opportunity to set our franchise on the right track. And Jets fans have been waiting. So to be picking at 4 and 10, you are walking away with, guaranteed, we're getting some stars.
Joe Douglas is not afraid to make a big move. The Elijah Vera Tucker pick was funny because I just remember on draft day, you call around to all these GMs and coaches, you're like, who's hot, who teams like, who do they want to get? And I'm thinking like, all right, is this, corner, receiver, edge rusher? It was the guard.
This is interesting. The New York Jets have made a trade. They've moved up to number 14.
The New York Jets select Elijah Vera Tucker, guard, USC.
Yeah, this is a chance for the Jets really to build themselves a strong nucleus of young players that can grow and that can grow together, and give yourself a chance to build around Zach Wilson. Everybody says, well, your quarterback, you got to get somebody to protect him, and you got to get somebody for him to throw to. Yeah, those will be on the list of things the Jets want to do for sure. But how about the other side of the ball? Because a lot of times a thing that's good for a young quarterback is to have a good defense as well. And we know that there's room for improvement on that side of the ball as well.
There is something to draft night, that anticipation, where you don't know what's going to happen. That is exciting. And with the Jets picking at 4, 1 through 3, it could be any guys. And so the Jets picking at 4, like the draft can start the minute they pick at 4, and then they pick again at 10. The Jets have their pick of the litter for some of the best players in the country right now.
But it's definitely better than
like this. Like that's my tweet from yesterday. And like
What's up, guys? How's it going? What's up? How you doing, Eric?
Joe, as a GM preparing for the draft, how do you balance wanting to satisfy the wants and needs of your coaching staff with staying true to the scouting and grading process?
Yeah, I think that's what's so cool about our process, Rich, is that we get together, everyone checks their ego at the door when they get in these draft meetings, and everyone has their own opinion, and everyone, there's some good dialogue, good discussions, good back and forth. I think the art to it is you're really trying to get the players that everyone is excited about.
Let's say the Jets don't trade the 4th and the 10th. Who do you project that they're going to pick? Who do they like at the 4th?
The Jets need to be very, very safe with what they do here.
You know what I want the Jets to do now? You go draft Sauce Gardner.
The New York Jets are apparently high on safety out of Notre Dame, Kyle Hamilton.
The guy from Alabama or the guy from North Carolina State. But I'm telling you, I'd take one of these tackles if they're there.
The whole key to this entire process, this entire organization, rests in Zach Wilson and what kind of quarterback he develops into.
Yeah, and the biggest thing is to get him a legitimate weapon on the outside. Garrett Wilson from Ohio State and Drake London, USC.
Our analytics guys do a great job of making projections. Overall, the receiver group as a whole, there's a lot of parity at the top of the draft and throughout the draft.
So let's go the edge position here. Eden Hutchinson, Kayvon Thibodeau, Jermaine Johnson, and Trayvon Walker.
How much of a priority is it to walk away with this draft with a top flight pass rusher?
O&D line is always going to be important, and from the D-line perspective, this is a front that is an attack front, and really getting off the ball and disrupting the offense, disrupting the quarterback, disrupting the pocket.
Thibodeau was very, very outspoken when he said he had a great meeting with the Jets.
The face-to-face interaction, you get a lot better feel for who they are in terms of their personality, the overall character. So it is. It's good. It's beneficial to us. You get to feel their energy as you interact with them and see how they interact within the building. For the guys you bring on a 30 visit, but it's been great for us to be able to take that next step from the process of the last couple of years.
Every pick is a domino effect for the Jets, and especially with that 4th pick for the rest of the top 10.
I think you have to take best player available. Ozzie used to always have a saying, a luxury today can be a necessity tomorrow.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
While the grind of the scouting calendar never stops, the Jets are prepared to reap the fruits of their labor. Draft day has finally arrived.
ESPN Radio, Sirius XM Channel 80, the NFL Draft, guys. It is finally here. It is tonight.
It comes on you. It comes up quick because there's so much preparation that goes into it, for the last year, and we knew we had this volume of picks, and so it's been a lot leading up to it because we've had so many meetings, and then you have so many of those picks early that it makes everything just fly by at a faster pace. So this morning, it feels like any other, but at the same time, we're still we know what we have in front of us today and throughout the weekend. So I've had 18 drafts. Different from this, being in Chicago and living there at that time was kind of similar to this, except no wife, no kids, no dogs. So it's changed from that regard of going from a apartment condo to pulling into the facility. But now this is a much cooler aspect because like 2 years ago when we got to share it with them, being in the house and would make a pick and come upstairs and be able to say, celebrate with them. So it's been cool.
There's definitely some excitement, but it really doesn't change much for me. I got to get the kids to school today, tomorrow, and then we have a whole load of sporting events to go to. We got basketball tournaments, lacrosse games, baseball games. So our son's going to be really disappointed because his lacrosse game's smack in the middle of the first 2 picks. So we'll see what we can do on the sideline and get a phone going.
I'm sure I'll get text messages from him.
But really, we got to try to keep it normal and keep it going.
You wanna go out? Wanna go out? Yeah, so this is Nash, the big boy, older boy, and then we got Knox about 6 months ago. So we got them both from the same rescue outside of Nashville in a place called Goofy Foot Rescue. We get them when they're 8 weeks old and they're fully trained and everything is ready to go, but they've been awesome. Good additions to the family.
What's the scouting report on Nash and Knox?
Let's see, both are maniacs, but Nash is probably more reserved. Knox is the alpha. He gets upset if you take him on walks, and if he's behind, he doesn't let anybody else behind him. He has to run to the front, and he'll clip whoever's in front of him. If it's a dog or a human, one of us, he'll clip our legs and run out in front.
The footprints of an NFL draft lay in the preparation and work done when nobody is watching. After all of the meetings, games, and evaluations throughout the year, it all comes down to 3 days of selections, beginning tonight.
What do you think is the best case scenario for the Jets?
Well, the best case scenario for the Jets, obviously, is to get somebody on the defensive side of the ball, which is either an edge rusher or a shutdown corner, something that they haven't had probably.
This will be my 15th draft. Prior to getting into scouting, I was a coach. I coached a couple of years in high school, then I got my opportunity to coach in college. I was at Tennessee State for 6 years, and then was offense coordinator at Eastern Illinois for 2, and then I was a wide receivers coach at the University of Toledo. And now here I am, 14, 15 years later, and still in scouting. So it's been great. It's like when I was a coach, sometimes you didn't like playing night games because you have the whole day of waiting, and you can't wait till you have that opportunity to make that selection. And so that's kind of you're anxious to get started.
We were talking about the other day, it's like back when you play college football and you have a night kickoff and you sit in the hotel, or now when we're traveling, even game day here, if you have a Monday night game, it's so long, you lead up to the moment, but it's cool because this morning you get a chance to kind of chill a little bit, have coffee like this, hang out, then we'll have a meeting, and then definitely got to get a haircut before tonight at some point. So, but no, it's good. It's good to get a break a little bit on this day.
What happens in Vegas at the NFL draft will have a huge impact on the future of the New York Jets.
These 3 days are like the icing on the cake, in a sense that we've, because of the work we put in, now is the time for us to shine and go out and select the players that we feel that's going to help us win right away. So through all the work that's been done, these 3 days now is just for us to be excited for the players that we choose.
Adding, again, younger guys in the mix, create competition, and hopefully at that point, at 4 and 10, they're going to be starters, immediate starters, and difference makers for us, or playmakers on either side of the ball.
Coach Sala and the coaches have been good as far as listening to our point of view on how we see players, and we have really productive debates on, if we see players differently, but at the end of the day, we come to a good conclusion as to this is the type of players that's going to help us. There's always surprises, right? We've done the research, talked to different people. We've done all kind of scenarios that can happen through the first 3 picks, if guys are taken off the board that we were very high on. We've talked through this so much and gone through it where we feel very confident that come tonight in our 4th pick and even our 10th pick, that there's going to be a player that we really, really like. So you're excited about that moment, but at the same time, we've prepared for it. And so we're ready to go, ready to attack it. What's up, my man? Let's roll, man. Let's get it. All right.
Oh, let's go to the phones. NFL draft's coming up.
What is the dream scenario?
Let's assume that Sauce is there. That's great. Now you can move down to 10, and if you decide that you want a wide receiver, you can do that.
Good luck. Appreciate you guys.
I think they're going to stay deep. I have a feeling they're going to go, if they keep their picks, I think they're going defense.
My take is that for the Jets either take Sauce Gardner
Worst case scenario for the Jets, hear me out, Key. It's kind of a theory I have. It is not getting a wide receiver or a cornerback in the top 10.
I want a receiver, so I'll get the best one, even at 4. I know that'll be a reach, but I want a receiver or the cornerback. I either want Thibodeau or Sauce with number 4.
Laura, that is a great question, and it's a question that I asked Robert Saleh this morning when he and I sat down here at the facility, because so many people assume that a defensive head coach is going to pound the table for a corner or an edge rusher. And he said, you know what, Kimberly? I'm a head coach. I'm responsible for all sides of the field, both sides of the ball. So we want to make sure that everything we do is to make sure that Zach Wilson has a really good season. So, Laura, at 4 and 10, the Jets plan to stay there and go best player available. That's the best plan for them with so many needs. And every position, aside from quarterback, is on the table.
All right, Las Vegas, time to get this show started. You ready? All right, here we go. The 2022 NFL Draft is now officially open. The Jacksonville Jaguars are now on the clock.
As the clock begins to wind in the first round, the Jets are dialed in.
Hello?
Hey, you want to be a Jet?
No doubt.
Oh, cool. Hold on. Joe, pick up and see if you can hear. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Here we go. Nick Sabella is now a New York Jet.
Oh, yeah. Hey, no, Nick, welcome to the team.
He's so disappointed.
Yeah. Sure we shouldn't have let the clock run out on this one?
Yeah.
You check the character?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just...
Red flags.
Read a lot of red flags.
Christopher, the gentleman in front of you, is now a New York Jet, but he is very suspect in terms of character. Primary, see if you can do it.
Yep.
Welcome.
All right.
Nick, welcome to the Jets. Robert was against it, but we pushed it through.
Entering the first round, the Jets are all on the same page on who they want at number 4.
I think Sauce is wired like that too, where he's not going to let anyone bring him down. It's a different room.
Yeah, Sauce.
It was an interesting prospect for me to follow because, I have all these conversations really starting at the Senior Bowl, then the Combine, free agency kind of goes down, and then up to the draft. I didn't have a lot of conversations on Sauce Gardner. There wasn't a lot to discuss. Every year there's a couple of prospects that are so good and clean, there's not a lot to talk about.
You heard the stats about him not giving up a touchdown, and you turn on the tape, you see the length, you see the speed, you see the ball skills.
At the Combine, there was a lot of juicing around Sauce, and I was like, let's see.
But then coming out of that, after he had his team visits, you call around the league, it was, well, you know, Thibodeau does this and Evan Neal brings you that, but if you just want a guy who's going to be a 10-year pro, and I hate to put that expectation on him, but you can rely on and is going to be what you want out of a 4th overall pick or a top 5 pick, Sauce Gardner kept on coming up.
I think the thing that stands out about Sauce is he's authentic and he is competent, and there's nothing fake about Sauce.
With Sauce Gardner, I think everybody was like, could be the top corner in the draft. They hardly threw at him. There's no issues. He's a good guy. You never know how a guy is going to be, but it's hard for me to imagine that this one doesn't work out.
What stands out is just, you know, his outstanding measurables. Number one, his length, his speed, his feet. I think his eyes, his route recognition, his intelligence, toughness. You know, obviously he didn't allow any touchdowns in a 3-year span, over 1,000 coverage snaps, everything you look for in a cornerback.
He expects nothing but success when he hits the field, but that's a result of his preparation and how much he studies opponents, how much he studies tendencies, so that when he walks out on the field, he knows he's ready, he knows he's prepared, he knows he's going to succeed.
The question becomes, will their top targets still be on the board when they are on the clock?
Jacksonville has submitted its pick. Detroit is now on the clock.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Detroit has submitted its pick. Houston is now on the clock.
The Detroit Lions select Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end, Michigan.
Houston has submitted its pick. The New York Jets are now on the clock.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Go, baby! Go, baby! Son of a gun!
Hey, Z.
Yes.
Ahmad Sauce Gardner. Fire up. Awesome. Oh, the rest of it. Oh, it's awesome.
Sauce.
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, man. How about you? This is Rex with the Jets.
Pardon me?
This is Rex with the Jets.
What's going on, Rex?
What's up with you? You ready to do
I
this?
got butterflies.
Huh? You ready to do this?
Been ready, born ready, man.
Let's get it then. Let's get it. And we've got Joe and Coach Sala and everybody else in here. They're going to hop on.
Swaggy Sauce Gardner. How you doing, brother? Joe Douglas.
I'm great, man. Blessed to be here, man.
Hey, man. You ready to join the family?
Hey, man, I just want to thank y'all, man. If this happened at 4, man, I'm gonna be the highest draft in Cincinnati history, man.
Well, here it is. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hey, man, I'm going to turn you over to Coach Sala. Hey, man, congrats, man. Welcome to the family.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations, brother.
Hey, yelling.
Hey, man. Hey, we're excited. We sweated for about 15 minutes, but you were always the one, man. And from one Detroit kid to another, we're gonna have a hell of a time out here doing this thing. And just want to congratulate you and your family. Enjoy this. I'm gonna pass you on to our owner. 1 second.
Let's do it.
I'll go by what the coach just said to you. You're a fan favorite. Everybody around here was just hoping and praying that we would get you. So welcome to the New York Jets. Welcome to New York.
Hey, Sauce, Christopher Johnson here. Your future is starting now, and we are so happy to have you, and you're going to love it here. Welcome to the family.
I know I will, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. See you soon.
See you.
Sauce, this is Coach Brick, man. How you doing?
I'm great. How you doing, Coach Brick?
Man, I'm fantastic. So excited for you. So excited for us. So well deserved, man. So well deserved. Fired up to get started with you, man. Hey, T.O. wants to holler at you, all right?
With the 4th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner, defensive back, Cincinnati.
It was an historic season for the Bearcats, and this may very well have been their best player. Consensus All-American, did not allow more than 13 yards to any receiver in any game all year. In all, he allowed only 8 catches for 60 yards, and for his career, in over 1,000 snaps in coverage, he never allowed a touchdown. Lewis, you told us earlier tonight, in your mind, he might be the best player in this draft.
One-handed pass. All right, let me see the mid round. Sauce, baby, all day long.
Sauce Gardner, potential first-round pick at quarterback.
You have a nickname Sauce, you better be pretty good. And he has been very good.
There's just not many people on earth like Sauce Gardner. Keep an eye on the Sauce today. That's what you're trying to tell me. Sauce is going to cut off all life support to an entire side of the field. I was not expecting to see somebody quite that twitchy and explosive in short areas.
That was Sauce Gardner coming in hot on the cat blitz.
3rd and 6. Taylor,
oh, and it's picked off! That's Gardner! Gardner to the 10! Cincinnati has the lead!
Sauce Gardner from Cincinnati. Yes, he's got a chance to be number 1.
The All-America corner, Sauce Gardner.
And one of his New York Jet number 4 overall.
Is buried!
Great tackler, shows a tremendous amount of effort.
And this is going all the way back with Sauce Gardner to the house. Incomplete reception for Sauce Gardner.
Knocked away. It's Sauce Gardner, one of the top corners in the country.
I know what the Jets need, and they need Sauce Gardner.
Oh, dangerous pass. It's intercepted. That's going to be a score.
Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness.
It's crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Raw game, man. When you saw your name get called and you're off the board and everything you accomplished at Cincinnati, what was the immediate emotion that you felt?
Man, it's like I was on a roller coaster and my heart dropped. You know, that's exactly what it felt like. You know, to be able to just see my mom and the rest of my family, you know, smile, have big smiles, you know, that just made me so happy, man. I'm just blessed to be in the position that I'm in.
All right, Sauce, you detailed your journey here from the 4th on the depth chart to the 4th overall pick. How does it feel?
And it feels so great, man. I didn't even think about it that way. You know, it's all God's plan, though. What's going on? How you doing, man? I appreciate it, man.
Man, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you out there.
Let's get a flick, man.
Are you doing your thing?
Let me go. Let me go.
Yeah, come on with it.
Coach, you need to get this too, man.
Yeah.
This legendary right here.
Hey, man.
This is legendary, man.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Appreciate you.
Stay healthy.
Got you.
And ball out, man.
I got you. I got you.
Sauce, at what point does sauce become too much sauce?
There's no such thing as too much sauce.
While there can never be too much sauce on defense, the Jets are looking for more spice on the other side of the ball. The team has their sights set on their top receiver on the board.
I think what separated Garrett for us was a combination of high-level traits that he brings.
Even though they have Elijah Moore's very fast, they needed speed, they needed someone electric on their offense, and so this was the most electric guy in the draft, right? At receiver, this was the best big play weapon.
When you talk about someone that can separate at the top of routes, has the vertical speed to threaten defenses down the field, high-level ball skills, great catch radius, can go up and make contested catches. All those combinations really led us to Garrett and his ability to create explosive plays in this offense.
We felt like Garrett was the best receiver in the class. I mean, you know, his dynamic ability with the ball in his hands, his ability to kind of contort himself and make catches outside the frame, extend outside the frame. This guy's an outstanding athlete. You're talking about a guy that had D1 offers in basketball. So, I mean, you're talking about an ultra-athletic player.
The NFL Draft is a game of chess. It's about staying one step ahead of every other team. The Jets want Garrett Wilson at 10. But there's a fear another team may make a move to go get him.
The New York Giants select Evan Neal, tackle, Alabama.
Atlanta has submitted its pick. Seattle is now on the clock.
With the 8th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Drake London.
Oh.
Wide receiver, USC.
Under 4.
What do you think? Well, if the pick is in, that's the surprise to me. I thought John Schneider would trade out. He loves trading back.
Seattle has submitted its pick. The New York Jets are now on the clock.
On the clock. They take the Charles Cross. That's good. Oh my God. What? Charles Cross. What? We got 940.
Hello.
Garrett.
How are you?
Garrett, it's Rex with the Jets.
Man,
you ready to do this?
I'm ready, Coach. Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. I can't wait to see you and Sauce compete. Let's get it. We've got Joe Douglas on the phone and Coach Sala on the phone.
G-Dub, what's up, man? It's Joe Douglas. How you doing? I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing a lot better now, man. I'm fired up. I'm fired up to have you, man. You got a whole room full of people, the whole fan base is getting ready to go nuts. You hanging with your fam?
I can't wait, Coach. I am. I got everyone here, so.
Oh, great, man. Give everybody a hug. We're so excited to welcome you to the family. I'm gonna turn it over to Coach Sala, but man, welcome to the Jets, brother.
Appreciate that, Coach Douglas.
All right.
G-Dub! Coach Sala, how are you?
Congratulations, man. Hey, you're coming into a hell of a room. You got a hell of a position coach and a hell of a coordinator lead the way, man. It's gonna be fun to watch you grow. Just come in, be you. Don't have to do anything special. Just be you and sit and trust me, being you is good enough. But
no, I appreciate that, Coach.
Either way, I'm going to pass you over to our owner, Mr. Woody Johnson. All right, man. Congratulations.
All right. Appreciate that, Coach.
Hey, Garrett, phew, we got you.
How you doing, Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, we were scared as crap, I'll tell you, that we weren't going to get you. We were praying, all of us, but watching you play and, meeting you in person, we were just all so impressed, especially me.
Oh, I got
G-Dub.
How you doing, Coach?
Hey, is Halfley by you right now? Is Jeff Halfley by you right now?
No, he's not. He just left.
All right, I called him about 15 minutes ago. I said, you better get down by Garrett and give him that fist bump because he's coming to New York, so.
No, you did. I appreciate that.
Hey, congratulations. Enjoy it tonight. Enjoy it with your family. You won a lot of games at Lake Travis. You won a lot of games at Ohio State. Let's come win a lot of games here, man. Let's get ready to work, all right?
Yes, sir, Coach. Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Wait. I feel you. Let's do it.
With the 10th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson. Wide receiver, Ohio State.
Wilson will get a lot of easy throws. His ball skills and his ability to separate this young man.
So you get a full year out of Corey Davis, get Elijah Moore coming into his second year. You add in this young man with a second-year quarterback. Coach, youth is growing together.
Number 1 is Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State.
Ohio State wide receiver Garrett Wilson, the number 1 wide receiver in this year's draft
12
class.
touchdowns, 15 yards a catch. Frequently, you would see the first guy miss.
Wilson, who makes a move, stiff arms and scores again.
He is a bona fide #1 difference maker for the New York Jets.
Garrett Wilson over the shoulder, touchdown, Buckeyes!
One of my favorites in the draft right now.
It's Wilson running free, and will catch him. A lightning strike, Buckeyes! Garrett Wilson, here he goes. Goodbye, and hello, end zone.
I was just a high-flying acrobat.
Guns it, touchdown, Wilson. Bada bing, bada boom. Wide open as Wilson turns the corner, dives for the pylon, and it's a Buckeyes touchdown.
He's a guy that can convert first downs for you. He's a guy that can create big-time plays.
Boy, is he shifty after the catch. Here's Wilson. Look at that move there. Garrett Wilson. He is so tough after the catch.
The way that he wins in short spaces is remarkable.
Look at that effort. Garrett Wilson. Big time. You ready? Let's do it. That's it.
I can't wait, man.
Ready for this? Get used to this. You ready? Listen to this. Here we go. You ready? J-E-T-S. Jets. Yeah.
Let's go, man. I'm just excited to get to New York tonight. So I'm excited. This is Garrett Wilson. I can't wait to get up to the Big Apple and meet y'all. I'm blessed to be a Jet.
As they turn the card in at number 10, the Jets' night was far from finished. One of their top targets is still on the board, and the team is prepared to strike.
And Jermaine Johnson, you guys thought that Atlanta might go get him, but he is still waiting to hear his name called.
Chris Olave, Jamison Williams, Jordan Davis.
But, I mean, when you look at Jermaine Johnson still being out there, he's my 9th player.
Baltimore Ravens select Kyle Hamilton.
A lot of it goes like we thought. You know, quarterback hadn't gone, okay, we're still waiting on that. And then I'm starting to get texts from teams and from agents. Why is Jermaine Johnson still on the board? Like, and then it's sort of like, what's wrong with him? And I didn't have anything. Why is he falling? And I'm like, I don't have anything. Like, why is he falling? Because he just is.
He's downstairs.
And then I was starting to hear like the Jets are calling.
When he starts sliding and Joe starts getting aggressive on the phone, that's got to excite you as a Jet fan. It means that your guy isn't just resting on his laurels, he's working.
The Houston Texans select Kenyon Green. With the 16th pick, Jahan Dotson. With the 17th pick, the Los Angeles Chargers select Zion Johnson. The Tennessee Titans select Traylon Burks. Trevor Penning, tackle, Northern Iowa.
Kenny Pickett.
Okay. The Chiefs just traded up from 29th to choose the 21st, and their selection's already made.
With the 21st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie.
Any thought of an edge rusher there for Green Bay?
I cannot believe Jermaine Johnson is still out there. Jermaine Johnson's my 9th overall player.
The Green Bay Packers select Quay Walker, Kaiir Elam.
Yes. Again, we keep saying it. Jermaine Johnson sticks out like a sore thumb on my list.
The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith.
You keep saying there's
Jermaine Johnson's still there.
Tyler Lindenbaum.
Oh my God! What? Oh, that's awesome. I know. That is awesome.
He pulled it.
Our 25-year-old. He's the
Jermaine.
Hello?
Jermaine.
Yes, sir.
It's Rex Hogan with the Jets.
What's going on, Coach?
You ready to make this happen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this. Let's do this, man. Hey, we're fired up, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got everybody in here wanting to talk to you. We got Joe Douglas going to talk to you first, all right?
All right, let's do it.
Here you go, man.
Double J.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jermaine, you remember what you said to me when you walked out of my office?
Yes,
on
sir.
30 visit, what'd you say? You said, come get me.
Yes, sir.
Guess what
Yes,
we're
sir.
doing? We're coming to get you.
Yes, sir.
Freaking fired up, dude. Fired up.
Man, me too, man. Me too, man.
Celebrate
I'm
with the
excited.
fam.
I love y'all, man. Yes, sir. We're all excited.
Let's go, dude. All right, I'm gonna pass you over to Coach Sala. He's fired up. All right. Congrats, man. Enjoy this with the family.
Yes, sir. I will. Thank
JJ!
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, man, I know it's been a long day. But, dude, we've been trying our tails off to come up and get you.
Yes, sir.
You're going to wreak havoc in the system. It is tailor-made for your size, your length, your speed, your tenacity. You're coming to a hell of a room, hell of a group, man. Couldn't be happier that we got you, brother. And I know it's been a long day, but be excited, man. It's going to be great. You landed in the perfect spot.
We've been dying to get. We've been trying to trade for you for the last hour. Yeah. So
That's
everybody
what's up.
is. You can tell how excited everybody is to have you.
Yes,
So
sir.
congratulations. Long night. We can't wait to get you. We're gonna be unbelievable.
What's going on, Coach?
I'm so fired up, man. I'm so fired up for you, fired up for us. This is a perfect fit, man. I can't wait to get started.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Hey, celebrate this, man. You deserve it.
Hey, I'm about to, and then we're going to come win some games.
There's no doubt about that. We're going to turn this thing around, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man,
Hey,
I'll holler at you
excited.
soon, man. I'm so glad I came down there to meet you, and I'm so glad that we're doing this thing, dog. It's going to be unbelievable.
The Tennessee Titans have traded the 26th pick to the New York Jets. With the 26th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson.
I think your Jets might be cooking with gas. I did not think there was a chance in a million years that they would come away with 3 top 9 players, at least as I see them in this draft class. I didn't see that happen.
No, I don't think in our wildest dreams we would have ever thought that we could land 3 guys that were in our top 8 like that. It was just euphoric, you know what I mean? Like everybody was just so excited. I mean, you're already really super excited and happy about the picks we selected, like I said, but to be able to jump back in and get a player like Jermaine, who we know can come in and make an immediate impact for us, so we were extremely excited to be able to get him.
Oh! I love you, baby. Hey, hold on. Hey, y'all. It's Coach JB, man. All the way from the beginning. JUCO, that's the man right there, man. I'm telling you. Let's get pictures. JUCO, baby. JUCO bound right here. Hey, go get
And it is Jermaine Johnson.
Transfer from Georgia. Great production this past season.
Goes to the Senior Bowl, is one of the best players there.
This guy has had a huge rise up the charts.
His hands are as good as any defensive end in this draft.
Fumble. It comes loose. Scoop. Score. Seminoles strike.
I think he's the most college-ready pass rusher.
And look who's making another play. Jermaine Johnson. Guess who? You only got one guess. Jermaine Johnson.
We ain't playing no game.
How? Hit from behind. There Wilson continues to put money on tape.
Very good pass rusher out of Florida State.
Brought down at the 16-yard line. The ubiquitous Jermaine Johnson. He is everywhere.
Well, I was shocked to see that late in the first round still available, but he is long, great with his hands, and I think he's going to be an instant impact player.
Just met at the line of scrimmage. Johnson got in there.
Clean pocket. Ball not that clean. Jermaine Johnson, the sack.
Everybody in? Yeah, guys, thanks for everything. I can't think of a better way for this night to pull 3 players in our top 8. It's just crazy. But credit to you guys for all the hard work you guys put in. So I really can't thank you guys enough. This was a great start to a great weekend. So thank you guys. We'll get back. Guys coming in at 4, you said? 4 o'clock. Okay. All right, get some rest.
All right, Joe, how would you describe the excitement of that first round?
That was wild. I think once we knew we were going to get Sauce at 4, you're able to take a breath, exhale. Okay, we got a really good player in the boat. And then when it fell our way for Garrett, that was another special moment. And then just making the calls and trying to move up to get Jermaine and having it happen. Felt like a lot of things fell into place tonight. We got better tonight, and what a great opportunity. A lot of credit goes to our coaching staff and our scouts for all the hard work they put in to make an opportunity like this come to fruition. So feel fortunate that we were able to get three players that we feel can really help this team now moving forward. 3 players that were in our top 8, so excited about that.
He's awesome.
Take some questions.
What do you have to look forward to tomorrow? You now with pick 38 on the horizon.
Yeah, so we'll get back together as a group, restack the board, take inventory of what's remaining, and start fielding calls, start making calls, seeing what other opportunities we have. But can't be more proud of the hard work and effort that our scouts, coaches, everybody's put into this process so far. So it was a good start, but we know we have two important days remaining.
On the next episode of Flight 2022.
Play.
Who was it? Jets?
Garrett, what's happening? I'm signing it right now, man. It looked good. It looked real good.
I would have been absolutely ecstatic if we took him at 10.
Now, Mel, glad to have you. Did the Jets do enough in the draft, though, to gain on the competition in the AFC East?
Hell yes, Laura, they did.
Mel.
And these are 2 right here, Zach and Elijah, that know there's no way this will happen again.
Being our greatest every single day. Not the greatest, but our greatest. All right, whatever our greatest looks like, that's good enough.
How can I play my best football, get the ball into these playmakers' hands, let those guys go make plays? They've done their part, and it's our turn now as players, to do what we need to do.